What's going on, everybody? This is Klaus from Plant-Based News. In this video, we're going to be looking at the link between masculinity and eating meat.
The one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I ate a lot of meat. They showed us commercials.
Steak, that's what a man eats.
Selling that idea that real men eat meat.
Serious man food.
But you got to understand, that's marketing. That's not based on reality.
It's a pig. It's called Percy the pig.
Piers, don't be obtuse. Just
Percy the
because
pig.
they are shaped like pigs.
Well, get your own damn sweets. Seriously. Vegans, vegetarians, go and get your own sweets. Go and get sweets that aren't called Percy pig. Right, go and get ones called kale nicey, right, which taste disgusting. But you can all feel happy because they're made of kale, right? Leave our pig sweets alone, you people.
Have you ever eaten a Percy pig?
No, but I'm about to eat them all the time, the old-fashioned gelatine ones, right?
Piers Morgan did actually offer to watch a Game Changers recently when Patrick Baboumian, who's a vegan strongman, came to the studio and started carrying people across the stage. So it'll be really, really interesting to see if Piers Morgan actually does watch a Game Changers and what happens when he does, whether he goes vegan or not. What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. I want to highlight Rick Wiles, who's an American TV host. He's super Christian. He's got some very opinionated views about plant-based meat. I'm not even going to say them now because if I do, you're not going to believe me. Let's just go to the clip.
When you go to your favorite fast food restaurant, you're going to be eating a fake hamburger. You're going to go to the grocery store and buy a pound of fake hamburger or a fake steak, and you won't know that it was grown in some big corporation's laboratory. This is the nightmare world that they're taking us into. They want to do exactly what Lucifer did before the flood. It's why God destroyed it. He said he regretted that he ever made mankind because they were destroying his creation. The Bible says God is coming back to destroy those who are destroying the earth. So God is an environmentalist. He takes this very seriously. He created this planet. He created the universe. And he's watching these Luciferians destroy his planet.
The desecration of the Australian flag was bad enough. Imagine if people started burning lamb chops as well. And un-Australianism played a role in the greatest disaster to befall our nation since tofu.
Next up, we have Sam Kekovich. He's from Australia, super macho dude. He's known as the Lambassador. Let's go to an advert that he reacted to firstly, and then we're going to look at his reaction. You're going to find this really entertaining.
The critics say this year's ad has gone too far.
Well, mate, in a few hours you'll be eating lamb on the beach.
But I'm a vegan now.
Vegans claim the use of a blowtorch on a bowl of kale is violent and discriminatory. Since the ad launched on Sunday, the Advertising Standards Bureau has had nearly 300 complaints.
What's really funny about this is Lambassador Sam Kekovich's reaction.
Lambassador Sam Kekovich joins us live from Melbourne. I kind of want to hide in the corner of the studio for this one, Sam. Vegans have been complaining about the ad. It's received more complaints, by the way, than Ashley Madison, the cheating website ad. What's your response?
Edwina and Koshi, you would know since the ad's inception 11 years ago, what has been the one constant that's been prevalent in all that time is that devious, treacherous group, the vegans, have always impinged themselves on our coattails, try to glean some traction off our success. Now, this campaign, let me tell you, has been overwhelmingly well received by all the stakeholders, including the consumers, the red meat industry, and everyone else associated with it.
Emphasis
now,
on
the
stakeholders
vegans need
there.
to get a life.
Somebody that I'd love to see watching the Game Changers is US President Donald Trump. He's recently been challenged to try a plant-based diet out for January, and if he does go vegan in January, $1 Million Vegan will donate $1 million to charity.
President Trump, we will give
give $1 million to the veterans if you go vegan for January. We want to make America healthy again, and eating plant-based foods is a great place to start. Our veterans get $1 million, and you get to eat great vegan foods. Mr. President, do we have a deal?
I think we're all familiar with the infamous Greta Thunberg, Donald Trump death stare. Check out this clip at a UN summit if you haven't seen it already.
Welcome to the UN, sir. Are you ready? Thank you very much.
So this guy eats an exclusively meat-based diet, but he's somebody that's super opinionated about veganism. Check out some of his rants.
If you care about the future of your children, you know, if you don't want them to be sent to a school where they don't have the option to eat nourishing food like meat in the diet, then you need to be active. You need to be aggressive. The time is now. Passivity is over. We need to act. This sort of processed food vegan agenda has been going on for decades now, so we need to aggressively counter that, and we need to do that starting here, grassroots. And for the most part, what I would suggest is just ignore them. Don't engage with them individually. I mean, individually, it's like talking to a cow. You know, they just, there's nothing you can say that'll change their mind because they're mindless drones. They've been, you know, they've been basically brainwashed to believe some really, really poor evidence and science.
What do you think about veganism or, you know, a diet with no animal products?
I can't view that as something healthy. Not from what I know, not from my experience, not from me. The most important thing for me is I've never met a vegan who was able to perform, present the same physique and the energy levels that I see more often in a more carnivore diet. And I actually refuse to work with vegans. In some level, I refuse to work with them.
Okay, Ido Portal aside, there's another guy that I'd love to see watch the Game Changers. He's called Jesse Waters. He's a Fox News right-wing TV host. He went up against a left-wing feminist about a year ago, and it's quite awkward to say the least when he started eating meat on camera as she was starting to speak about veganism.
So you said we had 4 or 5 minutes, right?
Just keep it simple. How does eating meat make the genders unequal?
Eating meat holds a lot of symbolism, and it really is too much to explain in 4 minutes. But it has to do with the fact that our individual level decisions, the things we decide to do as individuals, what we consume, what we put on our bodies, the things we buy and put in our households, are fundamentally political acts.
Okay.
Right? The personal is political.
Okay. So I'm having a steak right now because I'm starving.
I hear you. I wish I could have half of that, but this doesn't look vegan, and I'm trying to be vegan.
You're a vegan?
It's really hard because I don't know if I told you I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And cheese was like one of my favorite things.
See, how that looks pretty good. That's a little rare, medium rare.
Yeah.
Is
got
this
some nice dead animal, dead cow hanging on your fork?
Is this bad?
Next up, we have Philip Schofield, who recently featured James Wilkes, the producer of The Game Changers, on his ITV show in the UK. What do you think of this little clip? Do you think it's enough to make Philip Schofield question the narrative around meat and masculinity? Let me know what you think.
One of your other tests is on erections.
So it's actually the same principle. So the arteries to your penis are some of the smallest in the body. So we thought, well, there's a device that tests erections. Every night, a healthy male has 5 to 6 erections while they're sleeping. And so we asked the lead delegate of urology for the American Medical Association, could we test this? So that, you know, this research has been done for 22 years, but not on erections with food. And so they tested it, and sure enough, there was 10% better circumference and rigidity of erections,
Anyway, let me know what you thought of that clip and the other clips, and who you think needs to watch the Game Changers, whether it's a celebrity, family member. Really want to know, but it's an amazing film that's had an unprecedented impact. Congratulations to the Game Changers for what they've done. If you haven't watched the documentary, please check it out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys very soon.